So, talking about, I was watching a YouTube or a podcast the other day. It was a Grits and Eggs podcast, and this guy was on there, and he made a statement that was really profound. Really made a lot of sense to me, and something I wanted to talk about. Right. So, what he said was that don't, and I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say it exactly like this. This is the gist of what he was talking about. He says, don't tell yourself the lie. Don't tell yourself the lie that you have to earn your joy, right? Don't tell yourself the lie that you have to earn your joy, okay? That's something that a lot of us, even if we don't realize that's how we're operating, that's how we're operating. Some of us feel as if we don't deserve something, right? We don't deserve to be happy. We don't deserve to be at peace. There's something has to go wrong, right? We live in a fight or flight life. And so if something's not, if some everything is going right, unfortunately, a lot of times our minds start looking for what's wrong, right? When everything is going right, unfortunately, sometimes our minds start looking for what's wrong. So thinking about not having to work or try to earn your joy because it's a natural thing. It's something that comes from inside of you. Your joy lives inside of you. And then you find out and figure out how to unleash it or how to release the joy. Okay. And you can do that. You can do that in many ways, right? One of the ways that you can tap into that joy that you have that's there, that's already there, is to think about something that you used to do when you were a child, right? Think about a activity or a game or whatever it is that you used to do when you were a child that really brought you a lot of joy. The thing that was the most fun for you to do, right? So for me, when I was a child, the thing that was the most fun for me was riding my bike, right? I used to ride my bike all day, every day, especially on Saturdays and Sundays when I didn't have to go to school. If you knew me, you knew I was on my bike going somewhere. So, talking about, thank you for joining everyone. Talking about how do we tap into the joy that you already have, you find in your look for when you were a child the thing that brought you the most joy. For me, like I said, was riding a bicycle. I used to love to ride my bike. And so when I want to tap into that joy, that natural joy that I have within inside of me, I go out and I get on a bike and I start riding and I can tap into that joy, right? And again, so we're talking about you don't have to earn your joy. It is already part of the system, right? It's been installed already, right? The joy is there. We just have to figure out how to turn the switch and let that joy come out. So so I know all of us know someone who is mentally challenged, right? I use the R word. We're not supposed to use that word. A person who is mentally challenged, right? The majority of the time, this mentally challenged person is always happy. If you ever notice that, mentally challenged people are extremely happy most of the time. Why is that? Because they have not allowed the outside world to come in and steal their joy. Because we, again, like I said, we already have joy in us. It's installed already, it's been there. We just have to tap into it. Well, an extremely mentally challenged person doesn't have to tap into it, they live in it. They live in it. They might have something that comes across them that upsets them, right? Because I know a lot of mentally challenged people can get extremely upset. Um, but for the majority of the time, they're happy. And so I'm not saying for us to imitate a mentally challenged person. I'm saying don't let someone steal your joy because you already got it. That's what we don't realize. Going back to, you don't have to earn the joy. The joy is within is inside of you. And don't let somebody steal it. How can somebody steal your joy? You allow them to steal your joy by reacting to an adverse situation as opposed to responding to it. Okay? People can steal your joy by you reacting to a situation and not responding to a situation. Someone comes at you with something that is pressing. They're putting a lot of stress, trying to put a lot of stress on you. Hey, I need this thing done. I need this. I need this. Well, you can simply, again, like I said, don't react to it, respond to it. Don't allow them to steal that joy that you already have. You sit back and think, okay, well, how can I help this person? How can I, and if I can't help this person, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. You know what I mean? Hello to uh, Kali Peck, 4500. Thanks for joining. Hello. So we're talking about the fact that your joy is not something that you have to earn. It's already pre-installed. It's already there. We just have to figure out how to tap into it, how to get to it, right? How to unleash it, how to let it go. Again, I always go back to my one technique that I've been using for probably 35 plus years, 30 years is meditation. Meditation is the key to taking control of our conscious mind. Okay. Our conscious mind. The subconscious mind is something that we work with. To a certain extent, we will never take control of the subconscious mind. We will never take control of the subconscious mind. We will tap into it. We will work with it, but we will not be able to take control of it. Our subconscious mind operates our bodily systems. You don't want to have full control over your subconscious mind. You don't want to have to think every second of the day to make sure that your blood is flowing, to make sure your heart is beating, to make sure that you're breathing. You don't want to have, you know what I mean? So you don't want to take the duties of the subconscious mind. You want to tap into the subconscious mind. You want to put things into the subconscious mind. You want to control the conscious mind. You want to control the conscious mind because the conscious mind is what feeds the subconscious mind, right? So, how do we control the conscious mind? We control the conscious mind through meditation, through doing some movement, getting the blood flowing, getting your body alive, and then harnessing that energy, sitting down and meditating for a period of time. That's how you influence the subconscious mind. Okay. Influencing the subconscious mind to release the joy that is already inside of you. That's what we're talking about doing. So, to reiterate, to come back to the beginning of this conversation, don't let people steal your joy and don't believe that you have to earn your joy. Okay. You don't have to earn your joy. Your joy is there. You just have to tap into it and to not let someone else steal your joy, right? Not let somebody else steal your joy. So that's about it on that particular subject that like I said, I saw that podcast the other day and it really inspired me to talk about this issue. Again, don't let somebody steal your joy. Make sure that you are allowing yourself to be happy because we don't allow ourselves to be happy. We think, you know what, everything is going right, everything is going good. What do we start doing sometimes? Start thinking about what could go wrong, right? Don't think about what could go wrong. Think about what could go right. Think about what could go right. People talk about a balance in life. People talk about, okay, you want to have the good and the bad and an equilibrium because that's what samadhi means. Samadhi is the ultimate state that you achieve when you are doing yoga. Samadhi. Samadhi, one of the definitions of samadhi is equilibrium, which means everything is equal, which means you're calm. which means you have a balance, which means there is good and there is bad. And we have to turn the dial, right, on the perception of what is good and what is bad. So that's about it for today. I'm going to cut this live short. I'm about to go get my day started. So I'll release this live, right? And so if there's any questions that you would like for me to address, please leave a comment. I'll definitely answer those questions on the next live. And we'll do this again on tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So thank you very much for watching. Peace.